She said, I call you back, call you back. She said, I call you back in a minute. She said, I call you back, call you back. She said, I call you back in a minute. You don't mean what you say, mean what you say, mean what you say, mean what you say. You don't mean what you say, mean what you say, mean what you say, mean what you say. Close my eyes, close my eyes. I'm broken
Hello there folks, how we doing? How's the chat looking? I've just had to run away because I made a mistake and I spilt juice all over my desk and it's just messy. Literally about 3 minutes ago. So I've had to run away, dry myself off, wash my hands because they're all sticky. And I've got back to my desk and now I don't have any juice and honestly, what have I done? What have I done? What am I doing with my life? How's it gotten to this point where I'm on with you guys spilling juice all over the place? But anyway, what's happening guys? What's the chat saying? You've put drift suspension on another car this week already? You don't need the steering angle. To be fair, the angle on these is not bad, especially given how long the wheelbase is. If you had more angle, you still probably wouldn't be able to use it because the rear end would be in a different state. Oh, we've got hat tricks. How you doing, bud? Evening, wherever you are. Don't spill me on your desk. Nice, Jesse. Nice. Yeah, honestly, sticky icky isn't the word for it. If you guys would just afford me 2 minutes, I'm going to try and pour myself another drink. I'll keep the headset on, but you won't be seeing any gameplay for the next, like, 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. Give me a minute. Yeah, what's happening, guys? I figured whilst I'm doing this, I could probably run you down the plan for today. So, effectively, as you guys know, 036 came out this week. And do you know what? It was unexpected. It was really unexpected. It came out of nowhere, didn't it? So, I know we had some teasers and stuff, but I don't think anyone actually expected it to come this soon. And the fact of the matter is that it seems like it's a small update. You know, we only really saw 3 changes to 3 different cars. The MD, the other ones. The other ones. I can't remember. But yeah, so given that it was fairly small changes, you might not expect it to have messed with a lot of stuff, but it has. It really, really has. It's messed with a lot of stuff. Now, Tristan is an absolute legend and was able to get a beta out same day. Like, I think within an hour of the update coming out, he had an update going. Now, to be fair, they've got creator access, so they've had access for a few days early. But that's still awesome. And what we're doing today, so we're going to test it out. We're going to test it out. The whole point of a beta is that people test it. But if you guys don't know, I do actually work in the software development world, and I do software testing, I do software development, I do project management, I do scrum mastering. Burnside and Miramar, thank you, Juicy. They were the other cards that got messed with. And so I figured, whilst I don't exactly have a proper test plan in place, I've wrote down a few notes of a few key highlights I want to check. And I figured we would try and have some fun along the way. It's not going to be clinical, proper corporate software testing like I'm used to. We're going to just mess around. So, Scrum, yes, Scrum Master, that's indeed a job title that I hold. Anyway, right, I'm back. And I forgot that I was in thingy. But here's our bus, right? So what I've done is I've started a fresh career. All that I have installed are the overhaul mods. So it's got the main overhaul, the updated beta for 036. It's got Italy and it's got Hirochi. I think that's it. I think that's all I've got running. And so I started a fresh career so that there was no messing around. I gave myself a crap ton of cash because we're going to be testing a few things. So as you can see, we've got 19.6 million. And the first thing I did was buy a bus because I wanted to test how it is for deliveries. So I've done a couple of deliveries. That means that when we go to the other islands, that means that we can kind of test stuff out there. But I think we'll buy a bunch of cars, we'll do a bunch of mods, and we'll test a few things out. So I figured, oh yeah, the bus has like quite a bit of power, 680 horsepower, so it's a bit of a beast. Oh man, my desk is all sticky. It smells great. But yeah, so let's go Ooh, okay. I'll tell you guys about the state of this. So I bought the bus. I removed the seats and put in the XL boxes. So that's 5 on each side. So we've got 10 XL boxes, which is pretty damn good, by the way. I fitted heavy duty suspension in the rear and medium duty in the front. And I gave it some power. I think that was pretty much it. Everything else is stock. Oh, this was a fairly used truck. It was like 400,000 miles or something. So I bought a new engine and I bought new suspension. I bought new wheels, but they are all like the stock parts. So it is slightly bouncy, so I could probably take it down a few. Well, you know, I have heavy duty in the rear, so I could probably go down to medium. But once you have it loaded up, it's actually quite... It's still bouncy, but it's quite good. It is kind of... It's a lot better once it's got a bit of load on it. So we'll take some deliveries, because this is one of the things that we want to check, is make sure that we can still do all the things that we could do before. So we're going to do some deliveries, we're going to do some free roam events, we're going to do some of the actual like races and stuff. We're going to do a little drive around all of the different maps. So West Coast USA and Hirochi and Italy. We're going to kind of drive around them all and make sure that nothing obviously looks out of place. And we'll just take it from there. We'll see if there's any weird stuff that happens. We'll catalogue it all. And if I know how to fix it, then I'll fix it and I'll let the guys know. If I don't know how to fix it, which is more likely the outcome, then at least the live stream will document it and I'll still send it on to the guys. So yeah, we're just going to see how it goes, and I figured I'd take you guys along with me and we can try and have a laugh while we go. So let me catch up. So get your hydration, don't spill it again. Yeah, thanks guys. They need a Civetta Hypercar or Scintilla Le Mans in the base game. So what, just like a more aggressive supercar? Because the Scintilla can have like 2,000 horsepower and stuff. So are you just meaning like a better chassis that can more handle that power? Is that the idea there? I don't necessarily disagree. I'm just curious what that would actually mean. But could be super fun to have a... Ooh, that's a sharper turn than I was expecting. Can we still make it? But yeah, what else is going on here? We knew it was coming soon, but didn't know it was going to be this damn soon. Exactly, mate. Thought it'd be another week or so at least. Yeah, dude. We saw the leaks, not the leaks, the teasers that they put out in the Discord. But usually those leaks go on for like a couple of months. Like they really do like to lead us on. And this honestly just the feel literally just parked. No, we're good. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I know I'm in the wrong side of the road, but woo, we've upgraded. Oh, okay. I couldn't control my steering while that was on the page. Oh no, we need to go back. Yeah, so usually there's a bit more time, but this one just came out, and I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. I love to see the game evolve, but it does put pretty much every modder in a wild position where everyone's scrambling to see what works and what doesn't. Is this the bus out of 10? Is this a bus out of 10? I don't know what that means, buddy. When's this coming out? So the version that I'm playing right now is available to bronze Patreon members. And once you have bronze, that'll open up a section in the Discord where you'll be able to download this update. It'll go out to the public, hopefully. Well, it'll go out when it's ready, is a fair thing to say. But since Overhaul's completely unplayable on 036, we are trying to push this out. That's why we're doing stuff like this stream where people can kind of see and we'll document, we'll get on a fix. I know Raceless is really hoping to see this go out to public within the next week, and I really, really, really hope that's the case. It would be super, super cool. But I guess we'll see. Oh, are the traffic moving out the way because I have the lights on? Is this being treated like it's a police vehicle? That might be our first bug. Huh. Let's get back out onto a main road and see what happens. 'Cause that would be pretty wild if it was doing that. Better chassis with aero. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Issue with the Scintilla is that some more powerful configs, trying to drive and read another screen at the same time is a bit difficult. But some more powerful configs have weird weight distribution or massive oversteer. Would be cool to see parts to help with that. I agree. The Scintilla really at stock power, you know, in the 600-700 range, that's more than enough. That car can get very, very dicey to drive. Something with a longer wheelbase potentially, to add a bit of stability, better aero. Yeah, I can see that being a pretty nice thing to have, because right now I don't really like the Scintilla that much. It's cool, but I don't really like. In all my career playthroughs, I think I've only ever bought one. To be fair, most of the Scintilla suspension issues can be mostly dealt with via tuning. Yeah, you're totally right. But let's face it, I tune for all of my events, and I'm completely average. And yet I still struggle to get a Scintilla to drive great. Once you've spent a couple of hours making a Scintilla great, it's awesome. It is great. But for the average person, and I know that Beam isn't really an average person type game, but to the average person, to have the supercar of the game that everyone's like, oh yeah, I want to drive the fastest car, to have that drive like crap from the factory is kind of unacceptable. So I do agree, it would be cool to see either the Scintilla reworked and improved, or replaced, or, you know, have some other thing come in that's just a bit more modern, a bit more cool, a bit more stable, a bit more capable. The Bolide has similar issues. Yeah, totally agree. I love the Bolide. Everyone knows how much I love a Bolide, but drives like crap. Sounds amazing, drives like crap. From what I've seen, people like the Bolide that way because it is hilarious. Oh, it totally is, yeah. It totally is. It's unpredictable, it's crazy, it'll catch you out. It's as if it wants to kill you, which, let's face it, 1980 supercars, that's what they were trying to do. Half of them these days are known as Widowmakers, you know? The Bolide is realistic because 80 supercars drove like a... Yeah, it does, exactly, mate. I kind of wish I'd read your message before I just said exactly that same thing. Totally agree with you, bud. Anyway, right. We've done some deliveries in this. We will be taking this to the other maps, but for now, I'd like to get in something that can handle some of the free roam events. So, ideally we're looking for a kind of off-roader. I have an idea. I actually have already bought another car because I had a really silly idea. But we'll have a look and see if there's anything super cool. I mean, that's cool, but it's not super cool, is it? You know? Quarry side, mostly just commercial stuff. Yeah, nothing too crazy there. Ritchie's can have some cool stuff. Baja Extreme. That would be really good for Italy. Ah, I forgot I have no free inventory slots. Okay, well in that case, right, what we'll do is we'll move back, right? We'll grab the other car which I bought, which is a Scintilla, because I want to do something silly with it. Once we've built the Scintilla, we will go use the Scintilla to buy other cars. Let's move the bus out the way by putting it into storage. Right, so Scintilla. What I want to do with the Scintilla is build it into the crazy exterior roll cage off-road Scintilla thing. I was looking for that factory config, couldn't find it. Has the game crashed? I would be pretty poor if the game crashes with a vanilla car and vanilla parts. Crashing the Blade is also more fun because you're just not surviving. The Scintilla is less fun to crash because you'd survive injured. Yeah, that's true. That Stambeco fire truck was neat. I feel like I'm the only person who thinks the Stambeco is underrated. Oh, I like the Stambeco. I really, really do. It is just underpowered. It's just, it needs more mod support to make it what it should be. Yeah, okay. Game's crashed. we'll get it hooked up back in a second. We'll just we'll put this little screen back up. Oh, the game is currently updating. It's okay, I've got fast internet. It'll be downloaded and done soon enough. The game has been unstable for me this update so far. Yeah, I mean, I think when they did 035, there was like on certain days there was 2 updates a day. It was pretty damn crazy. Yeah, some engines being pulled into the Stambeco would be really cool. Somewhere to start, because the Stambeco really does lend itself to like a big torquey diesel engine. It's probably not something for like the LSX. I mean, that would be cool. By all means, put it in there. Why not? But see the ETK 800 3-litre diesel? That would be a really, really cool engine to put into the Stambeco, or the D series 6-litre diesel or whatever it is. Like, you know, something that's big torque that would make it worthwhile. The fact that the best engine you can put in it only has like 400 foot-pounds of torque is just really underwhelming. I would like to see some competitor manufacturers in the game eventually. Okay. So do you mean just like, so we have like Civetta, who do the Bolide and the Scintilla. So would you like to see another brand come in with like an alternative style of supercars? Kind of like Lamborghini versus Ferrari type thing? That could be super cool. That could be super cool. I mean, it's kind of like, they don't really compete, but Hirochi versus Ibishu. Hirochi being the kind of more modern style Japanese cars, and the Ibishu being the kind of older stuff like the BX and the Corvette. Okay, yeah, I think I can see what you're saying. I think I can see that. Just more option would be nice. I mean, the game's like 13 years old, and it's got still only a handful of cars. Don't get me wrong, the quality of those cars is pretty good, but yeah, the writes that down. Kind of Mitsubishi and Subaru. Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. Like, just to have some more kind of almost natural rivals. Like ETK handles the entirety of the kind of, let's say, German or European market, but it would be nice if there was someone else to come in and compete with them. That sort of thing. I agree with you, and that was a big thing behind. The game's trying to render everything right now. Oh, it's so upset. It's so not happy. Let's put in storage. Let's let's list this scintilla for sale, because it's not actually that useful to us if we can't put the cut chassis on it. I'm going to write down, I've got a pen and paper here, I'm going to write down bus lights as police. Okay, so that is bug number 1, and then bug number 2 is scintilla cut chassis. Okay. So listed vehicles for sale. This is a whole new thing. It's very similar to what we had in the RLS Overhaul, but they've actually brought it into the base game. And I believe that Tristan has also tied in all of the stuff that we have done into this. Okay, so that's going to sit in our for sale spot. So no active offers. Okay, well, screw it. We'll go back to the bus, right? We'll take the bus out. We'll go buy some other garages. Tell you what we'll do. We'll go buy the big garage that no one can ever afford, right? In fact, you know what? No. I want to go buy the new garage. The one up in the hills, the cabin. That's a super cool garage that Raceless has added. I'm really into that one, so we'll go take a look at that. And we make it round the corner. And it crashes again when the scintilla comes out. Yeah, I'm not going to bring the scintilla out, just in case. Just in case. There is a new garage. There's a new garage. It's the log cabin. People have been asking for this one for a while, and Raceless finally decided to add it, so I'm really about to crash into my twin. What's up, bro? And then there's the vanilla bus. Spit at that. We have the new one. We have the cooler bus. The MD bus. By the way, I have to admit, I actually really like how this works, how this drives. It's super, super stable. I mean, it will roll over if you're a total idiot, but it's super stable, kinda quick, like quick enough. I'm not sure there's a faster and more efficient delivery vehicle that can handle 10 boxes. Sure, there's vehicles that can handle more boxes, but in terms of a vehicle that can handle 10 boxes reliably, consistently, and fast while still being semi-maneuverable, I think it's got to be one of the best ones. I wonder if roof boxes would make it unstable. I mean, that's a cool idea to try, but yes, 100%. Adding that much weight to the roof would make this thing really, really unstable. Quite hard to drive, I think. But you don't know until you try it. Could be super cool. Could be super, super cool. Could make a hell of a lot of money. What I've also done, by the way, is I've fitted the bumper from the armoured truck, and I've fitted the radiator protection, so as far as I'm aware, that makes the front end of this like almost indestructible. So when it comes to like just nudging other cars out the way, which really isn't a big deal. Look at that, not a scratch. So that's super fun. Hey, we got an offer. We got a massive offer for our scintilla. Hey, why is there an AI parked in the... Is that the cabin? Is this the cabin? I know it's one of the cabins. Don't know if this is the cabin. Let's take a look. I feel like the cabin that Raceless was at had like a bigger space outside. Don't know what, I'm fairly sure that is the cabin. Wrong building. Is it the wrong building? There is only like 2 or 3 cabins, so we'll find it. They're all kind of along these routes anyway. We will find it. believe if we just follow this. Down onto the highway, take the first exit, turn left. We should be almost there. What that means is that I've totally driven past where we were supposed to go. Sorry, brother. Another offer. It's pretty sweet. Can we accept the offers through our phone? Is that a thing? Because the phone became unbound? Hold on. Controls. And phone. Yes, it's become unbound. I like it on left alt. Okay. Marketplace. Scintilla. We've been offered... Salmon offered 32 grand. Wow. Clean record Claria. Carla. Clean record Carla. You got yourself a really bad deal because that was way more than I paid for that car. Way more than it was worth. I think it's in the drift zone up to the left. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, but oh, why am I not putting the phone away? Alt. Alt. Put the phone away. Why is it not going away? Okay. Another one. Phone won't go away. Okay. There we go. We're making progress here. We're discovering things. We're doing some super amazing math to work stuff up. The phone button doesn't work anymore. You got to hit the back button in the corner several times. Yeah, that's not ideal. Let's see if we can do something about that. Let's speak to the guys about getting a fix for that. We appear to have a weird thing when we turn left. That wheel now. Ah, it's binding with that. Okay, maybe this bumper isn't the best thing in the world. Messages. 2 seconds. Ooh, oh, I wasn't paying attention. We're down like a ditch. We're down in a ditch. No. Right. Ah. I take my eyes off the prize for like 10 seconds. And now I'm in a ditch. Oh. Okay, right. Towing to Chinatown. Can I not just tow back onto the wall, the door? What? On the road. Quick actions, fun stuff, other photo tap. The heck? Flap upright, towing, tow to road. There we go. That's what I need. This isn't a road. Oh, maybe it is actually. Okay. Kind of wish I paid attention to that. Right. Big skid. Big skid into another dirt bank. But it was a big skid. I believe this is maybe the cabin then. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Our search continues. Ha ha ha! Yeah, I did think it had a bigger driveway. This looks like the one. Is it? Is it? Before I get too overly confident. Hello? Nope. Does not appear to be the right one. Damn, this guy's got a vertical leap. Wow, check that out. Look. It's like 10 feet. That should be it. Okay, well, That doesn't appear to show up for me. Unless, is it back to the old system? Where now... Nah. Okay, so in the old system, once you discovered a garage, you could buy it through the towing system. It appears that garage just doesn't work for me. Maybe. I definitely have the most recent version of RLS installed. Mods 2.2, sorry, 2.4 Alpha 2. That sounds right. Let's double check. 2.2 Alpha 2. Is that 2.2 Alpha 2? Yep. Okay, I've got the right version, but cabin not available. I mean, maybe. Maybe the cabin's as part of an upcoming beta. Maybe it's not included in this. Maybe I'm making an assumption. I guess we'll just need to wait and see. I don't remember. I don't pay enough attention. I really should. I really should. Let's go by Belasco Auto. Oh, no, actually, even closer than that is the Nice Big House. We'll go by the Nice Big House. We'll build some fun cars for testing the Furon events, right? We need something that can do rally, it can do race, it can do the hill climb. Which probably means that we're going to end up dragging and racing something a little bit silly, but that's okay. Unless we buy an off-roader for the hill climb, or for the rock crawl, and buy something else for the drifting dragon racing. Maybe that's what we do. Oh, let's see. We'll see what's available. It's all down to the lottery system of the dealerships in this game. There we go. We have 5 slots, and we're going to send the bus in for repair, and we'll have a look for something fun to drive. A rock crawling bus. That's not a bad idea. There is the pretty cool off-road bus. Oh, we must be about to reset the dealers because everything appears to be sold. An Orata, that could do the hill climb. Bash and Drift, BX Track, Marshall Drag, Dune Kicker. It's only rear wheel drive, probably not great for the rock crawl. What about Richie's Auto? They can sometimes have good stuff. Fast Automotive, we've just checked. Gavril Car. Nah. Gavril Truck was pretty much sold out. Jefferson's sometimes have some interesting stuff. Got a drag scintilla, but we don't need a drag scintilla. That's too precise. You know, that's a drag car. We don't necessarily want a drag car because a race car can also drag, but a drag can't race. Stambeco, we were talking about the Stambeco earlier on, but it's just not going to do what we need it to do. Richie's, that's what I was looking for. Okay, the Baja Unlimited. The drag race career missions were broke this morning. The drag race career missions. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but we'll try them out anyway and see what we can find. Trusted Auto, anything good? Okay, that'll be a no then. Trailers, don't care. Soliads, nothing good. Could do an errata, but it's just the noise of them annoys me. Nope, service dealership, that's what I want. Anything good in there? Nope, nothing good in there. Wait, has this reset? Looks like this might have reset. Well, that means that we can have a look about, but we've got some nice cars in it. McGrory. Nope. Private. Nothing. Police dealership. No. What do you guys think we should buy for doing the track racing stuff? Street tuned SBR? We never drive an SBR, that could be fun. Calhar I-Series? Apparently they reworked the SBR so it now actually drives okay. Bash and Drift, BX Track. Bash and Drift sounds fun. Just not seeing anything that interesting. Do you know what? Let's do the BX track, because I know we can make a BX do skids, right? Okay, that's coming in. Let's get the Piccolino out, right? And see if we can set this up for see if we can set this up for the hill climb. Ultra heavy duty. Just put a ton of boost through it. That sounds like fun. Let's do that. Race intake. We'll go variable boost twin turbo. Don't need a muffler. Probably don't need nitrous either. Radiator, ultra high performance, transaxle, 5-speed sequential, that'll do nicely. Ultra light flywheel, welded rear, that all sounds good to me. Can we put bigger tires on it? They are very, very small tires. Can we do 15x9s? Is that the size, or is it 17x9s that usually have all the big tires? Phaser high tides, yep. Monstrous tires on these bad boys. Crawlers 42s. Ooh. That's cool. Right. Okay. Steering, interior, passenger seat, rear suspension, rear hubs. 17x9. High tides. And then we're going to put the 42s on. Now, we've done that. It's already got an adjustable rear end, so that's definitely going to be useful. Do you know what? I'm not going to mess with the suspension. Other than, do you know what? We'll just do spring height to the max. Let's put in a little bit more boost. 20. Let's do 20, right? I feel like they've made this menu so small it's quite hard to read now. And we'll widen the stance, we'll drop the tire PSI and apply. Okay. Right. Okay, 500 horsepower. Rear wheel drive. Can still spin the rears. This thing's quite cool, isn't it? Look at this. This is fun. Okay, so with this, we're going to try the hill climb. We're going to try the rallies. And it won't do the mud pit. Maybe we'll need something else for that. But gonna get a HOA complaint. Nice. Is anyone else having issues with the new update? I only have 2 garages. I can't travel to any of the other places. You only have 2 garages. What do you mean by that? Because you should only have 1 garage with 2 spaces. Is that what you mean? And if you do mean that, then that's correct. That's what you should have. That's the point. I have ruled already. Tight. Okay. Right. 8 bigger than 42 and 44. So, yes, the collection has some bigger tires in it. I don't remember it being this one. All the way up to 61 inch, I believe. And they're pretty sick. I have them on my previous career playthrough. Right, let's get this lined up. Okay, we're staged. Let's go. Ooh, okay, yeah. I was probably over-aggressive on this. Probably over-aggressive. I forgot that this isn't really built for this. Let's take this a bit easier. Whoa, okay. That didn't really work, did it? Right, let's restart, right? Because we're not going to make any money from this right now. I've already taken too long. I wonder if we also left too much weight on the rear. Maybe we should remove that spare tire and stuff. Tires are too hard, my friend. I did notice that. Even though I've softened the PSI, I think they are just like way too soft, way too hard for this light of a chassis. So that sucks. But okay, let's try this again. Right? Yeah, it does. Bounces. Okay. Yeah, my grand plans of having this as a rock crawler did not work out. Let's go fix it by buying Belasco Auto, and we'll do the rally event with this instead. Probably switch out the tires to something more appropriate for the rally event. Yeah, this handles like crap. It's fun, but crap. Okay, and we will repair. That's going to take 5 minutes. That's fine. We'll just pay to expedite it. And expedite. And oh, that we can't launch here. Right, that's fine. We'll just deliver it to here. While we try and buy a proper rock crawler. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Nothing there. Stambeco Rally. I mean, it's just not a rock crawler, though, is it? It's cool. It's just not a rock crawler. Capital Trucks. Nope. Jefferson Motors. Nope. Police dealership. Nope. Private. Nope. Quarryside. Nope. Ritchie's. Nope. Service dealership. Nope. Smash rollers. And we could build an Arata to do it, but I really don't want to. Yeah, okay. So in that case, should we just buy... no, it wasn't in here. Oh, I don't want a police car because then it does the police missions. We could just buy, like, a decent D series and build a rock crawler. Wouldn't be very hard. It'd only take a couple of minutes. Nice D series. Quite like the idea of this one. We'll do this one. Purchase. Yo, OEM is in the chat. Is that not bad? Oh, we wanted to put on some more normal wheels on this. Let's put on... Well, wheels are fine, but tires we want more normal tires. So... all-terrains, 35s. They'll work nicely. Yeah. They'll work very nicely. Or what about the Screamers? What's the difference? All-terrain 30. Well, the all-terrains have the tyre writing, which looks cool, so we'll do them. Got to do the front. Need to do the front. Sweet. Okay. What we'll also do is return it back to its normal suspension height, which was there and there apparently. Or is that just telling you where the 0 is? Now remember, this was quite low. That's about right. Okay. It is looking okay. Definitely some stuff going on, but nothing too wild. And nothing too concerning. So we're testing out the FREs just now. So we have now built ourselves a nice rally car, and so we'll hit the rally FREs. This really could use more angle. If only we had what was that called, the LCN angle kit. To fit to this in the collection, but we don't have the collection active because we're testing the overhaul right now. Okay, let's do it. So we need to test the functionality of the FREs, make sure that the time gets counted, we get paid for it, it's not a ludicrous amount, and the checkpoints work, for example. Make sure that the traffic despawns, which they do appear to have. That's like almost vertical. It's not really great for two-wheel drive rally cars. There we go. Draculina's flying up here now that we're not trying to make it do stuff it's not meant to do. This is literally what that thing's supposed to be doing. And I like the sound of the flat 4 as well. A little bit of rasp to it, quite better than an inline 4, I would say. There's nothing worse out than an inline 4. There we go. So $2,000. That seems appropriate. Previous best was 0 because we didn't do any. And 1 minute 15. Okay. Let's hit stage 2. I mean, since stage 1 was okay, I would imagine that stage 2 would also be okay because they're configured and built in exactly the same way. There's nothing weird that's different. But we're here. Let's just do it. We'll have some fun. Still don't really remember where these. I think we turn left out the car park. Or we turn around. definitely struggles on the pavement. Does not like it. Hey, look, the free roam drift zones work now. They've never worked for me. That's fun. Super fun. Okay. We will need to hit these when we build the BX. Yeah, this isn't it. This ain't it, cheese. It's hard to hear me over the buggy engine. I didn't think it was that loud. Should I boost my audio a little bit? What do we think? Let me know if you want me to boost my audio. I forgot that it goes up and over. Oh. That was not good. That was not good. No. No. Big sad. Big sad. Oh, and into the drink. Big sad. Can you hear the chat over that dang engine? I don't hear chat. Chat doesn't make a noise. Oh. Big sad. Okay, I think we've proved that the rally things work anyway, right? Let's head back to Belasco. Build that D series into a real basic rock crawler. And just win. Just win, mate. It's not that hard. Just win. You know what I mean? Just do it. Sadly, you don't. I know those stream element things are really cool. I just have no idea how to set them up. So someone go set them up for me. I don't know how it works. But yes, I'll speak to ShiftTab and Race and see how they set up all that crap, because I have no idea. Is this a diesel? No, it's a V8. It's a V8 petrol. Okay. Okay. So, we're not changing the frame. We don't need to change the frame. Anti-lock brakes, sure, why not? None of this really needs to change. What we need to do is that and a 3-link? Screw it, why not? 3-link. Okay. Front suspension, off-road, this is just going to do it all, isn't it? It's got it all. Locking front diff with, let's do 410s. And we don't want heavy duty lugs, we want 5 lugs. And we want the 17 by 9s. Alder Super Trail Level. Oh, okay. You're quite smart. Let's do them. I've not seen them before. Unless they kind of look like what was on the thing that we were just driving. What's it called? I don't remember. That's your guys' job. You remember stuff. I just talk. And 410s. And 5 lugs. And we're going to need to put taller suspension on this though. 15 by 8s. 15 by 9. Nope, 17 by 9s. Did I put 15 by 9s on the front? 15 by 9. Screw it, 15 by 9s. Nope. That doesn't feel right. 17 by 9s. There we go. I started to doubt myself and I shouldn't have. Okay, right. Rear coilovers to off-road rear coilovers. And rear links long. And rear sway bar to off-road. Why not? Rear brakes, I'm good with all this. Don't really care too much about any of this. Okay, now it just needs the power. Needs the power. 6.9 with stage 3 block. The stage 3 blocks are usually quite delicate, so we'll maybe do race exhaust manifolds. That's fun. To the exhaust, V exhaust, V exhaust flanges, I guess, so that we can then do stage 1 supercharger and put a better exhaust on. It's more fun and sounds better. 4-speed auto, we will put in the drag 4-speed. The 4-wheel drive, transfer case, front bumper, really doesn't matter. We'll just do the off-road front bumper. Why not? Cool. Anything else, chat? I don't know if I'm going to record a video for tomorrow because I just CBA with dealing with a broken game. Big things coming, had some real big things coming. Okay, anything else? Oh, muffler. Right, we're doing side pipes. Side pipes are cool. Anything else before we just send this up a rock face? Well, obviously we need to tune it, that's fine. Ride height, ride height. I'm not doing anything fancy with this at all. We'll drop the PSI all the way down. And we're going to widen that boy. And run it. And here we go. Right, so 800 horsepower. Plenty. Absolutely plenty. Wow, the gears are really long. Okay. Probably not ideal, but it's not too big of a deal. 3 wheels, which is always great. Always makes me happy. Okay, low 4, lock the front diff, wait for the van to pass, and there we go. Lock on the trans brake, and 3, 2, 1, go. D-Series for the win! Come on, hell yeah! That's what you need in your life. There you go. That's how you just win stuff. We have not dropped the collection parts yet. I have testing to do on that, but that's the pack's actually changing quite a lot. So some stuff will be taken out, some stuff will be added in to keep it fresh, keep it interesting. So I have the beta for that, and I say the beta for that, no one else has it. It's like me and Raceless. Super secret, need to test it, make sure it works on 0336. So I'm going to be doing that once I'm off stream with you guys. But yeah, for now I am only testing with overhaul mods installed, no collection mods at all. I don't know why that didn't work, but I've also really damaged this, so we're going to go back, we're going to try and fix this, and then hit that one again. Like it below. Does that include a certain race tab mod? It involves a lot. It involves a lot of race tab mods. the RaceTab brand. I'm not going to give anything away, but the RaceTab brand is definitely expanding. It's very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. What's going on there? Does it include TTB fixes? I don't know, mate. I'll need to have a look. Raceless literally sent me it this morning. Well, not this morning. Sent me it like during the night because obviously we're on like complete different time zones. So Raceless sent me it during the night. I've not had a shot of it yet, but I told him I was going to be doing this today to try and help out, take a little bit of the effort away from. Effectively, the idea is, you know, Race and Tristan are always full throttle, 100%. They don't really have time to be in the bug fix and suggestions part of the Discord, dealing with, you know, people with their issues, and you know, I can step up. I can do some of this stuff. I can do some beta testing right here, work out a few things, collate some of the complaints from the Discord, and basically just give them it all as a project. So I am finally really getting in to do what I kind of wanted to do with the RLS team, which is almost do a little bit of project management. Make sure that the guys have all that they need to create a better product. So I'm doing a lot of testing work now, and I'm going to be, you know, doing a lot of speaking to the community about their issues, their thoughts, their feelings, what their suggestions are for the mod, what they want to see more of, what they want to see less of, and see what happens. Right, we are lined up. Right, okay. Oh, we did not lock the diff. That was bad. That was a mistake. Let's just tow back to load. No, not back to the garage. Back to the load. There we go. Okay. Ooh, gold. Gonna get on Minecraft today? I don't think so. Unfortunately, I'm doing this. Actually, I was only expecting this stream to last another 20 minutes. We'll see. But I'm doing this until Miss McGrory gets home, and then she'll give me into trouble because I haven't done any housework, and then I'll do the housework. And then I need to prep for this weekend. I've got a lot on this weekend. Engine starved for. Damn it. How did we like nail it first time? But now we can't do it. Yeah, I've got a big weekend, so I'm going to be away most of the weekend, unfortunately. So I'm going to be dealing with general adulting duties of handling a house. Then tomorrow I'm going to be recording so that there can be 1 or 2 videos that come out whilst I'm away. And then I'm going to go and enjoy my buddy's wedding. Is this event still happening? There we go. Ooh, big jump, big jump, big jump. You exited the staging zone. Yes, onto the race. I exited it into the race. Right. Okay. There we go. Was I maybe exiting it too fast? Was I accelerating way too fast on it? I don't know how that was configured. Oh, do not get me stuck here. Okay. Cross the line. I think the line's offset. That line probably shouldn't be only there. Okay. So West Coast USA Hill Climb line offset. Okay, done. Right. Let's hop into something fast and do some racing, some drifting, some drag racing. Right, we'll hit them really quick. Then I think what we might do is stream again either tonight or tomorrow, checking out Italy and Hirochi in the exact same way. Just buying some silly cars, buying the garages, and see what's what. But for now, we'll get into... Oh, wait, the BX isn't here, is it? No, the BX is at the house, so we'll go to the house. That's what we'll do. That's exactly what we'll do. Oh, I probably should check the mud drag, but this probably won't be able to do the big one. This will do the small one. Yeah, we'll do the mud drag. It's actually quite a cool truck. Just a basic kind of off-road DCs. It's pretty cool. Okay, staged. Let's do it. Oh yeah. That works. That works really well. No complaints. No complaints at all. Let's go grab the BX and have some fun. What have you done? Lots of things. This poor D series is having a real identity crisis. I don't think we upgraded the radiator. That was probably a mistake. Press the wrong button. There we go. Let's get out. To the cul-de-sac. And let's be fair, other than a couple of kind of weird little things that are going on, there's no game-breaking bugs going on here. I'm pretty happy with it. Engine. Well, let's get... I suppose the only options are the big heavy V8s that are not actually that nice in this car. Do we just leave it as it is then? Got the sequential. Stripped interior. Okay, right, we'll run it as the race car, right? We'll run it as the race car around the track, and then we'll buy the drag garage and we'll put, like, sports tyres on it for drifting. And we'll go and do some of the drifting stuff. Okay, there we go. I'm obviously very used to driving off-roaders now. There we go. Actually, we're going to be cheeky here, right? We're going to... In fact, no, we're not. We're not. 200 horsepower is nice. That's just a nice number for a VX. Ooh, that was violent. That was more violent than it needed to be. This bus is confused. It appears to have worked itself out though. Sweet. One of these is a garage, and I can never remember which one it is. They all look the same. this one? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. There we go. This one, right. So, what I'm going to do is fix the BX by first putting it into storage here. And then, whilst it's in storage, we're going to repair. And then, we're going to expedite repair. And then, we're going to retrieve. There we go. Right. Let's get a couple of laps in, make sure that the multiplier works. Probably don't need to do the full track, we can do the short one, save a little bit of time. Oh, actually, in theory I should do both. Okay, violent. I do like this config. I think it's a pretty well put together race car. I don't know why it was tuned to 3-wheel, but then have a really, really open diff. So you just spin away the inside wheel. But other than that, it's a pretty damn good config. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, so the start works. We do have the optional, what do you call it, checkpoints. Guy, so this takes quite a lot of concentration from me. I'm more of a drag and drift guy. Could really use some more front loading. I guess that's why the BX isn't that competitive with the GT250. Plus, 155, 160. Slamming on the brakes at 163. Not bad. Not bad for 400 horsepower. Okay, that was a little bit sketchy for a second there. Tell you what, that's really not that bad at all. Given that I'm not a race car driver type person. This isn't my kettle of fish, this isn't what I do. Okay, supplied the bonus. 20%. So, if we can beat our time, which we probably should given that the last lap we started with a standing start. If we can beat our time, we expect to get more than $8,000, and we should get the 20% increase. So, let's see what we get. Yeah, that's atrocious. Whoa, what have I done here? This was awful. Oh no. And we've kind of messed our alignment up. That's fine, we'll keep going, we'll get this lap done. On the brakes, it pulls very hard to the left. It's always pulling to the left, but on the brakes, it's aggressive. we're gonna beat our time. 1:56. No, we did not. Okay. Previous best time didn't show up. Previous best time. Okay, no take. See, that's the thing, Hatrix, is there's just not that much aero on this. That's the problem with the BX. Like, it's just not got that many aero parts. Yes, you can put a big wing on the back, but there's very little you can do for the front. I think that's why it's not very competitive in GT250. Can we not repair here? What? Okay, I guess we can repair through this menu. That's weird. Okay, another note taken. No, it doesn't have GTX. I don't think it does anyway, mate. Let's pull it out. Let's take a look. Right, we'll expedite the repair. Because I would love to have a full-on crazy, you know, BX, big aero. Oh, you can't do parts at this garage. That's fine, we'll go down to the drag paddock and see what we can do there. Yeah, I literally think this bumper is the most aerodynamic, the most downforcey style bumper that there is, and it's really just not that good. It's probably got the same amount of aero as like just the Sport ETK bumper does. Not even like with the splitter and stuff. Okay. Okay. Part customization. Okay. Right. Body. Front frame. Front bumper. Front canards. Front grille. So it's already got the canards. Type 1. What can that do? Front grille. License plate. No, nothing in there that would be aero wise. Stock. Front lip. Rally front lip. What does that look like? Okay. Or sport. Yeah, I doubt they're. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like, I've always thought it's really weird that the BX doesn't get like a good aero package. It really, really, really should. Anyway, for now, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. Steering. Do we just do a full? Yeah, full drift front end. Change the wheels, that's annoying. Right, okay. What are they? Probably 16? Don't really care, but let's see if we can find something nice for the front end. Full GT. That'll do. Unless the... I can't remember what the wheels that are on it are called. No, screw it, that's going to do. I'm not going to sit all day trying to pick wheels. Okay, Sport 225s on the front. What about on the rear? We're not changing the suspension. We're just going to do that. Yeah, slightly chunkier rear tire. We can. Sweet. There's a mod with full TA Oh, Time Attack BX kit, and it's gnarly looking. I would like to play with that one day. Okay. This needs more RPM and more PSI. We're gonna kind of soften the rear quite a bit. Soften the anti-roll bars. Probably need to raise the rear now. And Ackerman low, camber low, caster high, toe it out. Should really get into it so that we can get the live data. And apply first. And we get live wheel data. 8 degrees of camber up front with 3 out. That's a bit aggressive on the out. Let's do. Still pretty crazy actually. Oh, okay. We're having to bring this right in. Okay, yeah, 1 degree is quite nice. The rear's pretty well set up. We want to do a little bit more positive so that we can get it kind of. That's way too high. I thought softening the suspension would have it drop right down, but it's not actually that soft. You know what? That'll do. That will do, and we'll take the camera all the way in. Still? Oh no, there we go. We've got 1 degree of negative camber. That's a bit much. Screw it. That'll do. That'll do. I'm sure this will do skids just fine. And there we go. Let's see how it does for some skids and some drag. I'm not expecting it to be fast on the drag strip. That's not a problem. Don't really care about it being fast on the drag strip. I just want to make sure that the drag strip works. Okay, yeah, that's what do skids. Okay. Right, first the drag strip. Okay, does the drag strip function? There we go. Okay, doesn't like the short shift. Fell way off boost there. There's an 1121, $1,000. That sounds about right, to be fair. Sounds about right. Should we run it again, not short shifting first, and see how it does? I think we should. Decent speed. For only 440 brake, that's pretty good. Time 10:59, $1,100. Congratulations, new time. Fantastic. Happy with that. Happy to call that done. Let's head to the drift zones and do some skids. Where are the closest drift zones? Oh, we need to try the actual drift track. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Try the one in the woods, the free roam event in the woods, and then we'll try the seal brick one and the local factory one, whatever it's called. Cold rolled steel, that one. Okay. I've never tried this. Is this even a free roam event? I have no idea. Don't think so. Okay, we may have came here for no reason. That's okay, we'll do some skids anyway. Very laggy 4-cylinder means it just isn't that fun. Very peaky. Better with a nice V8 torque curve. But, we make do. Oh, you're right. The event is in. You're totally right. I forgot about this one over here. Yep. Let's check this one out. What's that big circle? I don't think this was here before. Okay, I'm going to take note of that as well, right? So, that's one page of the post-it note done. So, big circle. Drawing on drift. FR. Okay. Okay. So, I need to score 4,000. Let's see if we can do that. Not the cleanest, just because this car isn't set up perfectly yet. Big lag spike there. Okay, 6400. Got that multiplier. All seems to be working perfectly fine. You like to see it, don't you? Okay, let's head out and try some of the drift FREs. And then I think we're going to call it a day and we'll build a whole bunch of new cars for tomorrow. When I live stream going to Italy and Milwaukee. Luckily, those won't be quite as involved. West Coast USA is you know, a very, very busy map with a lot of content in it. So we'll head to Italy, which does have a lot of content, but I would say it's still less than WC USA. Okay, this will be a good one. Drift zone. Okay, nice. Get rid of all the traffic. That was very nice. Really needs a bit more power. Come on. Just loads of clutch kicks to keep it spinning third. Kind of judged that perfectly, to be fair. Proud of that one. don't think I've ever done this drift zone in my life, but I feel like that was quite good. Wait, hold on, it continues? What? Where does it finish? Oh, it finishes there. Okay, I guess you're supposed to look here. So, out. Okay, you're 12 grand for that is not bad. 12 grand in a minute? Can't argue with that. Let's hit the reverse. Oh, kind of started it already. Clutch kicking to keep the rear end alive. Nah, it's just not working. Okay, down to second, I guess. Come on, come on. There we go. That's what we want. This thing with a better engine, you know, the same horsepower, just better low-end torque and, you know, a little bit of tuning around the gear ratios would actually be a monster. This thing would be sick. High clutch temperature. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I was kicking it the whole way down there. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll leave this as it is just now, with the notes that I've taken already, and I will quite happily stream again tomorrow, testing out Italy and Hirochi. But for now, thank you very much. I'll catch you all soon. Have a nice night. Bye, guys. Couldn't work out what to do there.